You believe you understand what it means to be a high-value man, don't you, Walk? Through life with the notion that the world owes you something that is good. Women will respect you and support you. Offer value to your life. But let me ask, warrior, when was the last time you thoroughly assessed your relationship? When was the last time I took a step back and inquired, is this woman worth my energy, my time, and the life we live? In a world where men are misled, emotions cloud our judgment, especially where we fail to see the correct indicators. In front of us, the fact is, no woman number, regardless of how lovely or charming, have the ability to disrupt your peace, undermine your growth or drain your strength is the brutal reality. You are not here to be simply a companion to a lady, but to run your life and empire. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 signs you should cut ties with any woman. If you appreciate yourself and your wife on your Stoic path, you are not weak, not disposable. No woman should make you felt less than a warrior. Before we start, like the video and subscribe to the channel, warrior, because your path to wisdom begins now. She continuously disrespects you. Warrior respect is the cornerstone. Any relationship, and without it, you have. Nothing happens when a woman consistently disrespects you. It's not only a red. The flag is a clear indication that you're undervalued. Disrespect can take many forms. Public shame, dismissing you. Ideas are continually interrupting you, or even speaking poorly about you. Others may perceive these behaviors as trivial initially, but they gradually erode your confidence in your peace and sense of self-worth. Now ask yourself, would a high-value man tolerate constant disrespect from anyone, especially a spouse who is expected to raise him? The response is, simply put, it is not just respect about how she talks to you or acts around you. It's about how she sees you as a man. If she does not respect you, leading your values or goals, she not only undermines the relationship, but also your ability to grow as a person. Remember the Marcus Aurelius's wisdom: if you are pained by external things, it is not them that concern you, but your own judgment. It's not the disrespect itself that weakens you and allows it to persist. A Stoic guy understands his worth and expects respect, not via force, wrath, but with unwavering limits. If she consistently crosses those boundaries, warrior, it's time to cut ties and maintain your dignity. You owe it to yourself to move away, since no woman is worth compromising your peace and self. Regarding point 2, she regularly lies to you. Any falsehood, no matter how tiny, is a betrayal of trust. Is the foundation on which any connection is created. Without it, everything collapses. If a woman lies to you, continuously state that it is not simply about the lie itself, is about what it reveals. Women who lie are either attempting to manipulating you to evade accountability. How could you disguise her true intentions? Create a life with someone who hides. Warrior understands the truth behind falsehoods. This lying isn't only a breach of trust, is a sign of deeper roots. Respecting a high-value man does not allow dishonesty, since he understands where the devastating power rests. Creating uncertainty breeds insecurity and force. You should scrutinize everything she says, or imagine is constantly worried whether her words or actions are sincere. Aligned with the truth that is not a partnership is a mental prison. Stoics taught us the value of living in accordance with truth, and as Seneca famously stated, truth never. If she lies to you, she dies. A reflection of her character, not yours. Woman who respects you will choose honesty, even when uncomfortable, because she cherishes the link you have. But if she favors deception over the reality she is exhibiting, you know exactly who she is. Believe her and act accordingly. Don't squander your energy trying to unearth her falsehoods or justify. A Stoic man would not pursue her acts. The truth is either present or not. Not if she cannot provide honesty, warrior. Then she's unworthy of your time. Energy walks away not out of rage, but out of deep respect for yourself. Honesty is not negotiable. Let her lie be the reason you prefer freedom over lie 3. She stops supporting your progress, warrior. A man's journey, one of continuous growth you strive to be. Better every day to broaden your mind, strengthen and enhance your body, character. But what happens when the woman by your side quits supporting that? Growth is a betrayal not only of yours, relationship, but of your mission. As Stoic man has a partner who does not encourage your growth becomes the anchor is drawing you away from the man are destined to become. A high-value lady is your ally, not the opposition should push you to conquer. Challenges inspire you to pursue your ambitions and enjoy your successes. But if she dismisses your aspirations, mocks your objectives, or stands indifferent with your efforts, she shows her true have a partner who does not rejoice. Your lover is afraid of your progress. She can feel threatened by your success, uneasy with her own lack of ambition, being satisfied with mediocrity no matter what. The reason for her lack of support is evident, indicator that she's not aligned with you. Parthepicus wisely stated that the key is to keep company with those who encourage you, whose presence brings out your best. A woman who opposes your development does. On the contrary, she drains your energy, stifles your potential. Think of great men throughout history have accomplished greatness because they surrounded themselves with those that influenced them. Rather than those who held them back, you have duty to protect yourself. Trajectory: if she can't stand next to you, as you climb, she will only drag you. Don't allow love make you blind. To the Stoic man understands the devastation she is causing, when to let go, even if it hurts you. Growth is non-negotiable. Warrior safeguard, even if it means cutting. Tie 4. She takes you for granted. Gratitude is the glue that binds strongly. Relationships as a woman begins to, she no longer takes you for granted, appreciates your efforts, your time, efforts and sacrifices. Nothing seems to matter anymore. Expects requests and makes assumptions without ever stopping to acknowledge or appreciate this behavior. Warrior is a poisonous seed that develops into hatred and bitterness. With frustration, ask yourself, why should a guy of value can bear such abuse? You've established yourself as a guy of principle, a man of purpose. Your actions are your selections deliberate and thoughtful, and your unflinching dedication, if she cannot recognize the worth of these. So, what does that indicate about her opinion of you as Stoics? He believed in reciprocity, as Seneca remarked. Who obtains a benefit with gratitude repays the first installment of his loan. A healthy partnership is based on mutual respect and effort. But when a lady takes you for granted, and it shows, she no longer sees the value in what you supply, is a subtle version of disrespect, is a silent deterioration of the you have established a foundation together. Deserve a partner who cherishes you, acknowledges the sacrifices you make. She greets them with her own woman, who, taking you for granted, will just continue, so long as you allow it to end. Make no more excuses for her actions. Justifying her ingratitude, a Stoic man, he values himself too much to endure. Disparity if she doesn't see your worth. Warrior, it is time to go away with your, the head is held high five, she displays no loyalty, is the foundation of anything important. Relationship. Warrior, without it, love is. A hollow shell is a delicate object that falls under the weight of time. Because when a woman demonstrates no loyalty, she exposes a fault in her personality that no amount of affection, compromise, or your forgiveness can repair. Loyalty, not just about keeping faithful in the physical sense, it is about standing by your side, In times of struggle, defend your name and honor the bond you share. What does it mean for a woman to choose? To violate your trust, infidelity, sharing your secrets with others, or refuse to protect you when others speak ill of you for your activities, are not simply symptoms of disloyalty, are actions of obvious contempt. Stoics recognized that betrayal is. The betrayer's values are not Marcus Aurelius mentioned the victim's worth. The soul is colored with the color of thoughts. If her actions indicate she's unfaithful or untrustworthy, this is because her soul lacked the characteristics required to maintain a meaningful relationship at a high. The value man recognizes loyalty as non-negotiable. There is no foundation upon which to build partnership when she demonstrates no loyalty. Warrior, you must be ruthless. Response cut, ties without hesitation for an unfaithful companion will only create mayhem. Do not bring shame into your life. Emotions can cloud your judgment. Instead, allow reason and virtue will lead your course. Deserve someone who will stand by you. Side, not someone who undermines you. Every music turns 6. She makes you feel weak, warrior. A reliable partner should be a source, strength and encouragement, not someone who undermines your confidence. It makes you doubt yourself when a woman makes you feel weak, yet it is not only a transitory issue but a profound. The relationship is imbalanced, demands your attention. Weakness isn't the emphasis, is always on physical strength. Regarding your sense of purpose, emotional stability, and mental clarification, if she regularly abandons you, feeling diminished, you must question her. Your role in life. How does she make you feel weak? It could constant criticism and dismissal your accomplishments, or comparing yourself to other males in a way that cuts deeply. Maybe she questions your authority in. The public undermines your decisions or belittles your efforts in secret. These practices sow seeds of distrust. Your thinking is undermining your inner strength. You have built through years of discipline, and perseverance is a strong value that man must recognize these. They make conscious attempts to Marcus Aurelius taught, control or degrade. You have control over your mind, not outside events. Understand this, and you will. Find strength, yet even the strongest. The intellect cannot thrive in an environment where it is continually under threat. Women that make you feel weak are not. She is destroying your growth, not nourishing it. This is not love, this is manipulation. A Stoic man understands that to defend his peace, he must sometimes make harsh decisions, even if they are uncomfortable. The short-term strength is the hallmark. A Stoic man and his partner weakens. It does not deserve to walk beside you. You are not supposed to spend your days justifying your worth to someone who refuses to perceive it, cuts ties. With such a woman, warrior, not out of spite, but out of respect for oneself and the characteristics you cherish in accomplishing. So you restore your strength and are sure that it is kept for those who sincerely value. 7th, she rejects your bounds. Boundaries form the basis of any. They aren't strong relationship warriors. They safeguard against arbitrary rules. Your mind, emotions and body well-being. A lady who persistently rejects your boundaries is a woman who does not respect your autonomy, or she needs space and originality, perceives your wants and desires as not valid but as something to be ignored. This is not manipulated or stomped upon, just a tiny issue. This is an obvious. Disrespects who you are as a man. You may question yourself why she would do this. Doesn't she care about the truth, warrior? Her acts indicate that she cares more concerned with her convenience than yours well-being. She may challenge your limits to see how much she can push before you crack, or she might do it because deep down she doesn't value you as you are, deserve to be recognized. And I'll tell you, if you allow it to continue, you will be teaching her that it's acceptable, are telling her that you comfort her. peace, your needs are secondary to her. Think of the Stoic philosophers. Men like Epicurus, who endured slavery, never let others decide his inner serenity. He recognized the power of personal boundaries. When a person steps beyond your bounds, they take your power. The Stoic warrior stands firm. Despite this, he remained unwavering, understands when someone is trying to encroach on his space, time, and when this occurs, there is no. If there is no room for compromise, you cannot be a man of virtue, a man of purpose. If you allow someone continually crosses your bounds, a high-value woman who understands the concepts of respect will understand your limitations, and she will honor them. If she does not, you must make the decision, regardless of how difficult it is. May appear to walk away, cutting links with someone who can't respect you. Boundaries are not a weakness, strength and wisdom. Self-preservation. 8. She's never. I am interested in your needs, so let me ask you. This warrior, how many times have you prioritize her needs over your personal sacrifice, your time, energy, and desires? But when you look back, how many has she ever been sincerely interested in? You need a woman who never takes the "it's time to assess what you need" emotionally, psychologically, or physically, is woman who does not see you as a partner. She sees you as a tool, which she is not. I am interested in the depths of your spirit. She is interested in what you can supply. For her, this dynamic is perilous. Warrior. The Stoics believed in reciprocity in relationships, respect shared aims, and maintain a balanced exchange. They knew it was true. Romantic or familial connections. Platonic are built on the understanding that both parties are seen, heard, and valued. Marcus Aurelius, even as the emperor, recognized the value of respecting others. He never let his position blind him to the humanity of those. With him, you are a human being, your own complex wants, ambitions, and goals. If she cannot see, take the time to understand you. What are you actually about in the relationship? Are you simply a giver of comfort, a keeper of her emotional whims? There is no reciprocity in sight. Remember this: high-value woman values you for who you are not only about what you can do for her. She takes the time to understand you, listen to your problems, and be present for you as you are for her. She does not just show up when she needs, she shows up when you need it. If she isn't interested in you, she is not the type of woman who actually values you, warrior. You must recognize this. Your needs matter. Desires matter. If she doesn't acknowledge them, it's time to cut. Tie 9. She chooses drama over tranquility. Let me ask you something, warrior. Frequently does she pick commotion over calm? Conflict over resolution involves a lady who, a woman who does not thrive on drama, recognize the value of peace. And peace. Stoics hold precious peace. We construct something within ourselves, not something we wait for from outside. However, when she continually draws you into unneeded battles, petty fights, and emotional distress, she's disturbing your peace this way. Constant disruption is the silent killer to your mental clarity and attention, like a storm that won't stop drowning out your inner tranquility. As men, following the Stoic ideas, we recognize our time and energy are limited. Why would you waste resources? Warrior drama serves only one, intended to distract you from its objective is to pull you away from goals, from the life you were supposed to live on the path of virtue and great worth. Women know this, and they comprehend the significance of tranquility and clarity. They lack rational thought. Unneeded phrases bring chaos into your life. They promote peace and the strength to tackle hardships together. Stoics teach us that we should avoid anything that disturbs our inner peace. Seneca, the famous Stoic philosopher, once mentioned, we suffer more frequently in drama is more imaginative than it is realistic. Nothing more than a construct of the mind, and an imagined source of suffering that does not exist, need to exist if you don't let it. The woman who makes drama is not simply ignoring your serenity, she poisons it. And if she continues to choose this course, you must take control of your life, walk away for your tranquility and progress, and for your future. A connection should elevate you, not drain you. If you don't grasp this, it's time to cut tie 10. She drains your energy as your most valuable resource, warrior. It is finite, not limitless, and once used, it cannot be refilled as easily for a lady. She relentlessly drains your vitality. Taking something away from you, can't afford to give away. She may do this emotional, mental, or even physically, continually demanding your attention, affection, or time, without ever replenishing what she receives from a Stoic man, realizes that his energy should be focused on his purpose and growth. His mission, you cannot afford to give it away freely to someone who does not. Warrior, how will you reciprocate? How frequently have you found yourself exhausted? After spending time with her, how many have you ever felt depleted afterwards? Listen to her complaints or addressing her emotional needs without receiving any emotional sustenance in exchange for this imbalance is not love, it is parasitic. The real Stoic warrior will not allow his strength will be drained away by those who do not contribute positively to his. Think about Epicus, who was born into slavery, but never permitted the external the world would deplete his inner strength. Despite his difficulties, he decided to direct his energy inward, nurturing peace, resilience, and knowledge. Your energy must be safeguarded and directed towards. If she is exhausting you, consider your higher goals. If she doesn't reciprocate, you have to take action. Decisively, and severed ties have a high value. A woman acknowledges the value of balanced. She will invest in you just as, no matter how much you put in her, she will not take from you without giving back. Whether emotionally, spiritually, or physically, you are left empty, with nothing to offer. You can't continue on your way to greatness now, warrior. You've heard, you've seen the signs, and you know what you must do. The path of a Stoic man, not one of weakness, compromise, or fear, is the way to strength and wisdom. You were not born with self-respect. Tolerate disrespect to endure, emotional tiredness, or accepting less than you deserve. Your goal is obvious. Your energy is precious, and your time restricted. You owe it to yourself. Surround yourself with people, especially women, who elevate you, not drain you, as I ask whether you are willing to sacrifice your peace, growth, and mission. For someone who does not value you, no warrior. You are better than this. Stronger than that. You are master of your own life. Let go of the toxic relationships that are holding you back. Embrace the freedom to grow and thrive, and to live with meaning. Your life is your battle. Do not waste it. Another second for someone who doesn't. You earned your time, so act now. Cut the connections that bind you. Leave a note below indicating that the challenge has been accepted. If you're willing to walk away from the relationships that don't serve you, shouldn't. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and call the notifier bell, warrior, because the journey to greatness does not end here. Keep forging your way and safeguarding. Maintain your tranquility and continue to live with the wisdom of the Stoics. Stays strong, true, and always moving forward with purpose.